matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears.
McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Right, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Mixon with a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On On first down, Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
He connected on his first, this from 41.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make it 6-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to.
There he goes, right side. And finally out of bounds. So he doesn't take it the distance. All but 5 yards shy of the end zone. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears!
Darrington Evans.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
11.
Mixing up the middle.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2nd and 9. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game,
here we go.
That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McPherson's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, it's Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On one, ready?
Second and 5 now. Burrow toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go. Here we go. Close.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
11.
Running left, it's Mixon. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They find some open field here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Play action. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They try again with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Fields trying to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On one, ready?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Pushes past him. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Pushes him over. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On one, ready?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He's got Claypool.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Fields.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
All eyes on Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be fourth down. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it.